Alright, hello everyone, and today we are finally going to be talking about the VK7201. Now, this is a tank that has been pretty much fully changed in update 10.3, and we're going to be breaking this tank down now. So, what are going to be the biggest competitors to this tank? And that is going to be the E100 and the 60 TP Lewandowski. And let me tell you, the VK72 now has a big role of its own, and it is pretty much fully changed up. And it seems very, very unique. So firstly, let's talk about the armor profile. The armor profile on this tank was changed up, meaning that a lot of areas in the frontal area of the tank pretty much got patched up, right? So you're not going to be getting pinned as easily as before. Now, this is obvious. And of course, this is very good because the VK72 is one of those tanks that is very, very good at blocking shots frontally. The frontal armor is probably unmatched by a lot of tanks because, mediums, lights, and heavies will not be able to penetrate you frontally into the lower plate. That's simply how it is, unless they use gold, of course. That's a different story. But apart from that, it's very hard to pen the VK frontally. So, getting that out of the way, of course, we are going to be looking at this tank's weapon handling. So, the weapon handling on this tank is much better than that of the E100. Not much better, alright, it's a little bit better than the E100. And the aim time is a tiny bit worse than the 60 TP, but at the same time, the dispersion, so the accuracy of the gun, is going to be a little bit better than the 60 TP. So as you can see, in some areas it's better, such as the dispersion, and in others, such as the aim time, it's worse than the 60 TP, and it's better than the E100. Apart from that, what changes did we get? Now, the alpha on this thing is 600, the 60 TP is 630, and the E100 is 680. That means this tank is going to be worse at peekabooing. And this is quite obvious, right? It's worse at peekabooing than the other tanks. However, in my opinion, this is also pretty good because this tank has more DPM now. So 2,671 versus 2,446 on the E100. It just means that the VK72 is going to be a little bit better at, sort of 1-versus-1 fights or brawls or duels where it's not a peekaboo fight. While the E100 is going to be worse at brawls or 1v1s where it is not a peekaboo. In peekaboo situations, the E100 is going to be better, and the 60 TP is also going to be very good because of its tungsten shells. The VK72 is going to be much better on a flat ground where the enemy cannot run away from you, and you're going to be able to use that frontal armor and a little bit better DPM that it got compared to before. And of course, it got a weapon handling boost, which means that it's just going to be better at mid-ranges compared to the E100, which is going to struggle a tiny bit more. Apart from that, these tanks are pretty similar to how they were before, but in my opinion, the VK72 changed a little bit, and now it has an even more mid to frontline role of its own, and I think that is obviously very, very cool. Now, would I recommend the VK72 to everyone? Probably not, because the tech tree is not that amazing, right? As you all know, the tech tree on the VK72 is quite lackluster. But I would still say if you have the E100, if you have the 60 TP, then you should go for the VK because it's still a very fun tank to play, and it's obviously very, very good, especially after the new update. So in my opinion, you should definitely try this tank out. So tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section below, and of course, happy is out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.